So as you guys saw, if you guys actually nobody was even in there. So I don't even have to explain it, but I'm gonna explain it because I think it plays a big role into the messages we're about to receive today. For this is a Kasha Crypt session. Okay, this is just a regular 5D session today. And I got a few messages like literally before I could even really like talk to you guys, because I went live and I was like, okay, it's time to go live. But then I got distracted, and then my grandma got here to give me a new bike. I literally had to get a new bike, so I just got a new bike. That might be significant. Something about getting new tools for a new journey. Because a bike would be significant. It will represent, travels. Um, but not just any travels. When you think about a bike and what it represents exploration in a more wilder way. Comparing a car and a bike, for example, when you have a car, your sense of travel, or your sense of travel feels a little bit more safe, and it feels a little bit more certain. Now with a bike, is it certain that you can get from certain points? Yes, but is it certain that you're not gonna feel pain, or you're not going to have to put in some extra work to get from A to B? I'm getting that there's a specific journey that someone's on, or not even just someone. Me and my collective are on a specific journey. Okay, Spirit is saying, get my notebook out. This is the notebook I use. I'm about to take off my glasses because whatever. I don't really need to. There's no comments in here for me to read yet. I can't see anything, but I can kind of see. Basically, us, me and my spirit family, the way we're going collectively, I'm about to write down all the downloads I got. So we got a bike. We also got Mountain View. I was getting that. I got that right before I got in. Mountain View. We got the word review and revelation. Okay, it's crazy because okay, revelation. Bike, Mountain View, review, and revelation. And then I'm writing on the same page where the last download I wrote in this book was Santa's Not Coming. All right, stay with me. Spiritually, where me and my collective are going, or where God is taking us. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna like the tools that's gonna be given to us during this new season or this new timeline. But the tools that we will be using, I guess, Spirit is saying, obviously it's not gonna be the easiest route to our destination compared to others. So with the word bike and mountain view, I'm guessing this is not a journey or a path that's going to be a straight shot. It's not going to be a journey or a path that's going to be um, a short and sweet one. Where God is taking us and where God wants us to be reformed is going to require us to make much sacrifice. It's going to require us to have a lot of trust in not just in God. Having trust in God in one thing is one thing, but having the complete trust in yourself as well is going to be very important at this time. God is also saying that whether you feel ready or not, it is time. God doesn't care. Timing is timing. I'm going over downloads I'm getting. So I usually sometimes I'll do a lot of readings with cards, and other times I'll do channeled messages. So breaking down the messages I got, or I'm still getting. I'm actually channeling right now, so I don't want to be disrupted too much in the comment section. I want to get these messages out for the people who it resonates for, and the messages that God needs to tell me, and just spirit, ancestors, and angels. Let me pray real quick. We are lifted, we are gifted, y protegidos siempre, si se puede, si se puede. May God bless you, may God bless me, and may God bless we. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. But yeah, also there's something about being like having faith and trust in your own growth and in your own process. Also appreciating the ugliness of the journey is coming through right now. Something about appreciating the ugliness of the journey, appreciating the lows of the journey. And I'm not talking about the lows as in like lows, I'm talking about the hard work you might have to put in for a certain project and you having to lose sleep for a night, or you having to be extra creative because you don't have access to this said tool. Specifically, it's crazy because it's a literal parallel. How I'm getting these downloads is literally happening in real time. All these, you see all these comments right here that have nothing to do with the spiritual world or the spiritual realm or the spiritual journey. A lot of these comments right here I'm getting are distracting. On your journey or on your next just way that God has you going, you're going to go through these distractions, you're going to go through these hurdles, but you also have to have some discernment along the way. When we're initiated into these newer levels into our lives, again, they say new levels, new devils, just said the fuck is on your head. See, this is where I'm going to come down, because I was definitely channeling, but I'm allowing myself to tap out real quick to read this specific comment because I feel called to. The fuck is on your head. If you're ethnic, or if you have any ethnic little in you, you know this is a bonnet. So yeah, so that's what the fuck it is. Anyway, let's get back. I'm still channeling, I'm sorry. But yeah, so when they say new levels and new devils, what they really mean is it's in this essence, the new devils are like the new bad habits that you've actually accumulated. It's something about like continuously growing and then like discovering new habits and discovering new things about yourself to add to your avatar, to add to your world, and to add to your resume, to add to the things you're doing in life. We're continuously growing, we're continuously learning the good habits and new habits so that we can grow. Also, just because you continuously add good stuff in your life, better habits, better this, better that, does not mean you won't experience some picked up bad habits. So maybe along the way when you were trying to learn this, you maybe had to learn it a certain way that caused another specific negative habit to happen. For example, say I wanted to learn a new skill, but because I have a lot of stuff to do within my schedule, the only time I could find it in the day was during the night. So if only time I could find was during the night, what am I sacrificing? What am I giving up? Or what habit have I just taken on? The habit of not getting sleep or an adequate amount of sleep. You see how there's different growths and with different things we pick up in life, there's still a sacrifice of some sort. So with the download, review, and revelation, God has been doing a full review over the sacrifices that you've been making for a better life. God has done a full review over the things you've been through and the things that you've experienced to where you fully learned the lesson. God is literally reviewing everything you've kind of witnessed, experienced, gone through, and done in this life all the way up to now. And I think the Most High is saying that we're ready for some sort of just a new level. With that being said, with this new level, there's some sort of revelation that's going to be put in someone. This might not resonate for everyone, this part. I feel like half of this group is going to get a revelation and half of this group is just going to get a whole bunch of realizations about maybe the things that they've been doing wrong or the things they've been doing right. Or it's just going, you're going to come to a point where something in your mind is going to explode. And when I mean it's going to explode, I mean in a good way. Like the information you're going to receive in your more near future is going to be the key to that unlocks the things you have to do to keep the ball rolling in your life, the ball rolling in your adulting life, the ball rolling in your spiritual life, and the ball rolling in, yeah, adulting life and spiritual life. That's all I'm getting right now. Adulting 101, spirit realm 101 are the two focus. Will it be a journey that is less or not as traveled as much because it's not an easy one? It's not glitz and glamour, and it's not full of handouts. And it's led by spirit. It's led by God. It's led by your angels, led by your ancestors, led by you. It's sovereign for sure. It's an independent journey. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we do need people. Yes, we do need all these things. But at the same time, this journey is kind of tailored. The energy I'm getting from this journey is tailored for like a lone wolf type of archetype. A Merlin archetype, if you will, that can stand on their own, that is okay with being in hermit mode at times, and not because they're avoiding anything, but because they're afraid. They're okay with being with themselves. And because they're so okay with being with themselves, they are going to be the ones to get a lot of the more messages from the Most High, because they're able to sit with themselves more. They're able to sit with their silence. They're able to sit with uncertainty. They're able to sit with the unknown. They're able to sit with all these uncomfortable energetic things or these uncomfortable concepts. Being able to sit with a period of time, thank you, being able to sit in a period of time where it is uncertain or even dark, it takes a level of discipline and a level of fearlessness to sit within the uncertainty within yourself, to sit in an uncertain period of time, because you're not going to be uncertain for long, but you also cannot be yearning for the answers every single day. You have to be able to be okay with not knowing what's next all the time. And with you accepting that fully, with you accepting the things you can't control, you're in turn going to get more things you can control or have more authority over, if you get what I'm saying. That download came on a really straight. I don't know if whoever was meant to get it was supposed to get it. Let's move on. But yeah, I want to circle back around the download saying Santa is not coming. And I think that download, all that means is there is no like savior. And what Spirit is saying is when they mean there is no savior, meaning no one's coming to save you but you. Like, yes, we have ascended masters, we have Jesus, we have this, we have all these answers, we have all these spirit beings we can work with, but no one's gonna help you but you. Santa, when they mean, I think Spirit meant like God himself won't even come help you until you've really learned and earned and understand the fact that until you know that you have to be able to help yourself, God will not help you. It's almost like when God gives blessings, or when a parent gives a gift to a kid or gives to their kids, they're going to give more, or they're going to want to give more to the child that decides to actually use the gifts that's given to them and figures it out on their own, because it's not like a begging energy. It's not like a desperation. It's really the energy of just trying. Let's get a card. Anytime the messages are really, really potent and really urgent for the time being, I always get like some type of headache, and I have one right now. I have like a little migraine. So these messages are definitely going to be a little bit more serious for someone right now. It's crazy because the card I just got is a challenge is coming, is ahead. It says a challenge is ahead. So with this new journey God is putting us on right now, it is going to require my spirit family and I to really face all of the ghosts from the past coming. I feel like there has been certain ghosts from the past haunting us regardless about certain things, but also because God is putting us in the next level. Hello. God is putting us in the next level in life right now. We're going to have to accept the challenges that the new challenges we're going to face. We're also going to accept the fact that there might be some ghosts from our past haunting us, um, wanting us to surrender to that or surrender to what's no longer here. The past is something that happens and then it dies every time. You know what I'm saying? Even the versions of people that are still in your head that you think that, you might want to be friends with again, that those versions of them are gone. They're not there. They don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? That version of these people, that version of yourself who you were when you were with them is not here either. And I feel like that's usually what really is the underlying problem. I'm not saying you don't miss the people that are haunting you in your head now, but you miss who you were. You miss the version of yourself that you almost unlocked and you got a taste of when you were with them. You get what I'm saying? And if these people, you know what I'm saying, that you had a very interesting attachment to, showed you or were able to reflect back to you who you were, or reflect back to you things that you can be. I'm gonna read your comment in a second, my love. If they can reflect to you back the things that you can be, when you lose all of that, it's almost like, oh my gosh, you almost feel like you lose yourself. If you've lost, I'm gonna get back to this download because this download point, my mind grade's acting up. You said, do you think wealth and abundance can come to me through the divine? Oh, for sure. Yes, but you have one must know what is wealth and abundance. Everyone's version or everyone's view on wealth and abundance is different. You know what I'm saying? Is your version of wealth and abundance is you are a complete free person who has a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy spirit, and is able to attract the things that are for them to help them grow and elevate on this lifetime? Is your version of wealth just money? Is your version of wealth and abundance family? Like, everyone's view of wealth and abundance varies and everyone's path varies. So you have to figure out what these words and what these things mean to you, so in turn you know what you're bringing in. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Okay, I'll take these cards, or I'll take the ones, obviously these cards aren't finished, so I'll leave the blank ones, but I'll take these three. Of course it'll be three. So, how do you identify, and do you have confidence? Are you empowered? Is what this next card says. Yes, I do. I do personal readings. I only do them on Instagram right now. So if you have my Instagram is at Trinity TRINID3E, or my other page is at my maama OG at MYMAAMAOG. You could also email me. Maybe we could figure out. But for now, I've only been doing personal readings on Instagram. So basically, you just DM me and then I call you on there. But the card says, how do you identify? Do you have confidence, and are you empowered? So along this new journey that God is taking us on, this whole new kind of life, so to speak, you might be in the same exact house you were in last year, but the energy or the way you're viewing things or the way you're moving is completely different. So it doesn't even feel like we're in the same place, so to speak. So how, in this new current reality, how do you identify, or if you identify as anything at all? Do you have confidence? Meaning, do you have at least enough confidence to get you where you need to go? And you can think of confidence as fuel. So do you have enough fuel? Does this fuel power come from you, a sacred place? You know what I'm saying? Do you have enough of that to fuel your consistency with your endeavors, to fuel your lifestyle, to fuel to fuel the things you want to charge your life? Do you have enough confidence to take that on? Do you have enough confidence in yourself that you can do these things that, or these tasks that you're going to learn to do during this journey? And then the last question is, are you empowered? What empowers you? Who empowers you? You know what I'm saying? What are you rooted in? If you're doing a specific thing, why are you doing the specific thing? What are you empowered by to do the things you do? What are you empowered by to practice your free will on things that matter to you? Why are you living? Why do you decide to continue to go? And the next question is, are you ascending? And I do believe, I genuinely do know that my collective is ascending right now. If you resonate with these messages, you are ascending right now. There could be a level of doubt only because you second guessing yourself is like almost like such a normal thing. But even that can be considered something you can start practicing, is not second guessing yourself, because you are ascending. This is a confirmation for someone that you are ascending, that you are moving up, that you are spiritually moving somewhere on this journey. If you can't see it in the physical, you're doing it in the unseen realms, and it will catch up in the physical. You just have to be patient. You have to continue to go where you need to go. When you don't, on the times where you don't know where you're going, trust your intuition and just trust the journey. When you know where you're going, continue on that path. Where are you from? I'm from America. Virginia, DMV, to be exact. Mike said, I want the wealth of this world. Well, why do you want that? It's crazy because the last card we got is power plant. Power plant. And then Mike said, I want the wealth of this world. What world, though? What world? You want the wealth of this world, but what world? There's so many worlds, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, how much of this wealth, or what wealth? Like, what is wealth to you? I said, what is wealth to you? The vessel. So the vessel is wealth to you. Okay. Elaborate. So if the vessel is wealth to you, then what can you be doing every day, or what are things you can enter, like what are the things you can do every day to make this body worth millions, or not even just millions, priceless? Because the body is already priceless. What we do on a physical level, we can eat better. And when I mean eat better, I'm not just talking about the surface level, eat whole foods and then just, you know what I'm saying, a balanced diet. That's the start. I feel like that should be the baseline for everyone. I genuinely believe that I'm not forcing everyone to go vegan, even though if you're plant-based, you probably live a little better life energetically. But I just definitely feel like fast food at least should be cut out of everybody's diet, especially on this journey. It's like, I'm not forcing you to stop eating meat, but I'm also kind of telling you, hey, at least have a holistic diet, a balanced diet. Let's cook more of our foods. Let's know where our stuff is coming from. Let's start reading the labels. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We only get one vessel, one body. So if we want to be, if this vessel is supposed to be wealthy, what are we doing to take care of it? People only want things that people give attention to. People only want things that people care about. Right? Or, you know, why do you think you eat something and then a kid wants it after you eat it, or because you're eating it, you're adding value to this said object. So the things you do every day to your vessel is adding or subtracting value to it. Are we active? Are we getting that sunlight? Are we in flow every day? Are we moving? Are we stretching? This is a vehicle. Are we stretching our vehicle? Are we stretching and making sure that we don't have freaking joint problems in the future? If humans really want to be comfortable, I'm getting this download about comfortability right now. people avoid things and people don't do things, or people want the fast things in life because they want to be comfortable. If you want true comfortability, you actually have to do the work. Comfortable lasts way less long. Comfortability is a short ride when you're just taking things. But if you're creating the ground for comfortability, it lasts longer. So hey, I could put something in the microwave right now because I feel comfortable enough to just pop in the microwave or whatever. But if I decide to cook something, I'm going to feel more comfortable eating something I cooked. I'm going to feel more comfortable knowing the fact that I cooked it. You're going to feel comfortable. Sometimes when you go for the more comfortable route, it won't feel as comfortable as you putting in the work. I'm talking about knowledge to gain wealth and abundance, to have ability to achieve the most high. Okay, so you're talking more about the knowledge to gain the wealth and abundance to have the ability to achieve the most high. Because the question that you answered, because I said, what is wealth to you? You said the vessel. You said, I'm talking about the knowledge to gain the wealth. Are you just saying things that may sound good and then hopefully that I'll pick up some stuff from it? That's all. Like pause for a minute, because I feel like there's like this thing with people in lives when we're talking about more so spiritual endeavors, especially if you don't even have to be newer. Sometimes a lot of the excitement comes and we're just saying things. It's a lot of word salad. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of that. What do you really mean? Let's get down to one thing. Let's just stop saying stuff for the sake. I'm not saying that you're saying this, but I'm just saying this in general. Let's stop saying things for the sake of saying things, or saying things because it sounds good, or saying things because we think we're saying the right thing that is going to align with the person that we're talking to. Just say your truth, or just say the things that are aligned with what what you want to express. Who cares about how I'm going to perceive you or how anybody's going to perceive what you just said? So the abundance to you is knowledge. Okay, so that means you're already fucking rich, because I have a feeling that you take in knowledge every day. Okay, so you're rich already. You're abundant already, if that's what abundance is to you. And I genuinely do know that, because I feel like you're a type of person who does your research on things you want to do your research on. All right? And you already have a connection to the Most High. One thing I will say is we will never be the Most High. God is in all of us, and God works through all of us. We'll never be God. We'll never be he, she, they, whatever the source. We'll never be source in that way. We can continuously get close to source. We can mimic source. We can gain the gifts that source grants us. But to be stressed over the perfectionism of trying to be source, it's not worth it. You're human. You're having a human experience. You're going to have human problems. You're going to have human mistakes. You're going to have human faulty. This spiritual journey is not, it can be a messy one. And then the next card we got is search your soul. So yeah, search your soul. I only have 1 or 2 cards or 3 cards in this deck that I wrote on both sides on accident. But the back side of this card said it takes around 90 days to build a complete new set of habits, or lifestyle that are automatic. Okay, so this goes in with the very first download we got about God taking us on a new journey. There are going to be new habits that we're going to be having to form. There are going to be new actions we're going to have to take to get a different lifestyle, or to attract a different way of life or way of living, getting more organized in our thoughts, getting more organized in the things that we want to complete in a timely manner. What helps you get your downloads? I feel like everyone's different. Everyone has a different disposition. Everyone has different gifts. The best way to probably get the most potent downloads is to probably fast. When I tell you I got the most potent download, I get the most clear and concise downloads I get when I'm fasting. Because that's why the concept of fasting is in so many different religions, because fasting is almost like a reset for the vessel, for your vehicle. It's almost like literally like, detoxing the things that are probably causing the blockages between you and spirit. It's also you being disciplined enough to sacrifice the things you maybe take for granted, like food or whatever, not feeding the flesh, so that we can receive things to the flesh. But yeah, I would say I would fast, and whatever things you get from spirit, I would write down. But some people get their downloads a lot more potent in their dreams. Other people's get more downloads. Like literally, if I go outside, I'll get the most downloads. Like in the sun, on a walk, I'll probably get the. When I tell you, if I were to be doing these lives while on walks, oh my gosh, yeah, it's just the connection with lives are not always the best when you're moving in different areas, but you have to learn you. I don't want to make it seem like a spiritual journey is one size fits all. You know what I'm saying? It's custom tailored to what you are gifted at and what you came down here with, the gifts, like with what gifts you have, basically. Sometimes we're getting downs but don't even know they're downloads. I feel like that's the problem too. Like a lot of people, we're actually getting the messages from God, and we're getting the messages from spirit, our ancestors and everything, but we don't realize that these are actual downloads. We're just thinking, oh, these are just thoughts. We're just like, these are just bars. Like, no, nigga, these are messages straight from source. And if not source, they're straight from your ancestors, straight from the angels. They're straight from something that's trying to help you, or trying to warn you, or trying to get you to relate to the masses or to someone else. The number 9 could be significant right now. So definitely completed cycle, and we're literally, I'm getting the image of all of us in like an elevator, and the moment this elevator opens, everyone is running out and grabbing. Oh, I love when I get down. Oh, I love when I'm getting like, okay. So I'm getting a vision, or like just an image of like all of us in the elevator, people who decided to continue on the previous level. They stuck it out, you know what I'm saying? Thorns and all, warts and all, we made it. I'm getting an image of everyone exiting this elevator, grabbing what, it's almost like that one scene in Hunger Games when they're all trying to grab that bag. Nobody's killing each other in this vision. Just to let you know, I'm just trying to give more examples so you guys can kind of see what I see. But the elevator opens, and then we're all running out of this elevator to grab our bag, or to grab our set of tools that it was put out for each of us. I feel like everybody in this group has the basics the same, but there's other objects in their bag that are not the same. Like there are certain other tools. Like Samantha's not gonna have the same tools as James when it comes to the rest of the tools that are besides the basics. Like everybody's going to get their new, basically, care package from God, so we can be on our way. You are so pretty to watch. Teach me how I can connect to that level. There's a lot of things you can do to connect to that level, but what is that level? You don't want to be on my level. You don't want to be on, you want to be on the level that is presented to you. You want to be current, you want to be present, and you want the fact that you recognize whatever you recognize within me means that you have that within yourself. If it's things that are recognizable are things or whatever you admire about other people, usually the things that you're yearning inside to adapt or to pull out within yourself. So what characteristics do maybe you see in other people that you admire online or other people you admire on a daily basis when you go outside that you're not watering within yourself, you know? I'm also getting a download about just writing. Specifically, writing is very important for this group of people, because God is going to give you so much information during this season that when you get certain messages, you have to write them down. You don't have to decipher them all in one day or even when you just get them, but when you're getting messages or when you're getting these downloads or when you're getting it, write it down so when you can come back. So I literally have a notebook for downloads. So then at least I can always go back to it, you know? So Spirit is saying not even just pen and pencil. Spirit wants you to document your life in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be in the public. It could be to yourself. It could just be with, video, diaries, and notes and journaling. But Spirit is definitely telling a lot of people in this group who's resonating with these messages to continue to document your life. The documentation isn't for anybody but yourself. I personally don't need to even think about documenting my life per se, because my life is online. But even I would like to document a little bit more of the things I won't post online. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can have it for me and to see how far you've come. Because this is going to be a very accelerated journey. A very accelerated journey. Nothing really, I have everything I want, but lack the knowledge to be a passage. I think you mean you lack the knowledge to be a vessel or a vehicle for the divine. So basically, I feel like there's a part of you that is yearning to work for God. There's a part of you that want to work. There's a part of you that is ready for your specific calling. You have a certain calling of you. You've awoken to something. There's nothing you just said you came to a point where you have everything, you're grateful for everything, but you lack the knowledge to be a vessel. There is no knowledge, it's just being. I feel like maybe you just need to maybe not overcomplicate things and just be. See what comes to you, being more of a feminine energy, and to see and when I mean by feminine, I mean the receiver. Jump into the receiving mode. See what you can receive from Spirit, from God, from your experiences in life. And it's crazy. We got psychic download. Yeah, you'll get downloads. It's something about, okay, so you're not the only one. It's probably a lot of people in this group are kind of confused on how to get downloads or how to hear from Spirit or how to hear clearly from God or their ancestors or angels and stuff like that, or how to know when these benevolent beings or just the spirit realm is talking to you. I guess I will do a video on that. All right, so the next video that I will be uploading, and not the live, but the next video that just a regular video I'll be uploading, will be how to know when you're receiving a psychic download or just a download, or the spirit realm is talking to you, or you're getting messages from the 5D. I'll try to make that our next video, because I feel like that is a perfect video for this new journey Spirit and the Most High is gonna have us on. So look out for that. I have a whole bunch of videos already posted on this channel. We have lives now because we reached 50 subscribers, so we can go live. So we have lives already posted. We have regular form content. We have readings. We have general messages. We have 5D Akasha Crypt sessions. If anybody's interested in being in my coven, let me know. Does black nail polish help for good energy? I've always liked my nails black since I was a little kid, but I would, if you're, I would study colors. For you, go and like when you get off this live, go and research the spiritual significance of each color. So, for example, black is a banishing color, it's a protection color, it's a grounding color. It has many different representations, and then when you learn that, you can also learn, the meanings or the spiritual significance of the different crystals and stuff like that. But like they're just on a basic note, looking up the spiritual significance of each color and what they mean and what they're used for. I would do that. But let me get off here because I'm getting a little migraine, so I need to go take care of that. But I love y'all. I don't know when I'll be live again, but peace out.